understanding place value and how it changes when we move from one place to the next. So if I have a digit 8 in the ones place, it's worth 8. But if I move it over to the tens place, now it's 80, which is 10 times greater. And if I move it again, now it's 800, which is 10 times greater again. And if I move it again, now it's 8,000, which is 10 times greater. So as I move one place to the left, all I'm doing is times 10 each time, just tacking on one more zero. So it continues to grow times 10 each time. Now, what would happen if I were to move more than one place at a time? For example, what if I started with 8 again, but instead of stopping in the tens place, I went all the way out to the hundreds place. So I started in the ones and I went to the hundreds. That's 10 times 10, or it's 100 times greater to go 2 places. Or what if I started 800 and instead of just going to the thousands or the 10,000s, but I decided to go all the way out to the 100,000s? Well, now you can see I'm doing 10 times 10 times 10 or times 1,000. Hold on that thinking. And what if I were to do something more than just times 2? So I know when I move my 2, I just did times 10. If I move it again, that is times 10. But instead, what if I decided to do times 20? Well, as we can see, when we do times 20, what that really is 2 times 10. So times 20 is really 2 times 10. So now what's going to happen when I move my 2? As I move the 2, I've now taken care of the times 10. But now I need to do times 2, which is going to get me 4. And then if I decide to move my 4 times 20, I need to do 2 times 10 again. So I'm going to move the 4 over. That's the times 10 part of it. And now I need to do times 2, so my answer is going to be 8. Let's skip ahead and let's try a slightly different amount. What if I did my 2 here in the 100,000s place, and now I move it to the millions? Well, what did I just do? I did times 10. But what if instead of doing times 10, I wanted to do times 40? Well, times 40, as we can see, is 4 times 10. So what am I going to do? I'm going to move my 2. Now I've gone times 10. But I still need to do, now I need to do times 4. So my final spot is going to be 8. So in other words, if I have a 2 in the 100,000s, this 8 is times 40, or 4 times 10. Move one place, it's times 10, times 4 to get the digit change. But if I have my 2 and I start all the way back here in the ones place, and I move it and turn it into a 4, well, this movement from here to here, that was times 20, because times 2 times 10 moves it over, then times 2. And then if I move it into here, that's also times 20.